Wes here, sewing machine repair. So this is my workspace. I'd really only like for my turntable and my magnetic bowls to be on the table. I want to get these lights off of the table, and especially this Dremel here. So I got rid of it. I put it down here on my shelf, and this kind of looks weird. So what's going on here? Well, this vise is attached to this board so that I can move the vise around, and then I can clamp the board to something so that it's sturdy. I also have the clamp holding the Dremel so that I can use the buffing wheel, you know, with two hands. This rag is just kind of padding so it doesn't destroy the plastic on the Dremel. But this is multi-purpose infrastructure. So I have a vise if I need it. I have a Dremel that has multiple functions. I can attach these grinder bits to them as well. Most of the time I just need a buffing wheel. I also did score a second Dremel. That way I can leave one of these grinder bits in here without having to change out the head on there. So that just saves time not having to change out the head whenever I need to. In a lot of cases, it's cheaper to just buy a second tool than it is to have one tool and have to change the bits out all the time. The time savings, if you're on the clock, will add up to just being worth having a second tool. And even if that's not true, just simply not having to change out the heads just allows you to be so much more efficient and get into a flow state rather than being in the middle of a creative inspiration and having to stop and change out the heads. I got both of these for free, so it didn't matter, but and then I also drilled these holes into the wood so that I had the most common attachments readily available. I also have the wrench so I can change out the bits when I need to. This one here, it has a separate wrench that I've just carabinered to the actual Dremel. I could just get a pedestal grinder with a buffing wheel, but that really only serves one purpose. This Dremel I can take out, I can use it for multiple purposes. I can use this vise for multiple purposes. So if you can score multi-purpose infrastructure, you're gonna save a lot of time, a lot of space, and just a lot of money in general. So it pays to really think hard about some of this stuff. And if there's anything I actually learned in college, it's about multi-purpose infrastructure. I could drink tea from this cup, I could measure ingredients with this cup, I could eat cereal from this cup, I could eat noodles out of this cup, I could do just about everything with just this cup. Probably one of the single most useful things you could take to college and take away from college.